reduce the sentence, they can ask the judge for an increased sentence.
You've been watching these cases against police officers happen obviously quite a bit lately, but for a long time I know you've been paying attention to this sort of thing. How unusual is it for police officers to be convicted in an accidental shooting or a shooting of the nature like we saw there in Brooklyn Center?
It's very unusual, and arguably a lot of potential prosecutions are never even brought against police officers when they use force. I mean, when you think about it, police officers are probably the only people in our country who are permitted under the law to go out and lay their hands on someone without having to claim self-defense or anything else. That makes them different than regular citizens, and for that reason, the law gives them a certain license to do so. And when a fatality happens, it may be that they were permitted to use that deadly force either in the execution of a warrant or an arrest or for some other reason.
And Danny, we've seen a couple now high-profile convictions of Minnesota police officers for killing a civilian in recent years. In your mind, is this a sign of things changing as it relates to policing?
Yes and no. Society has shown an increasing tolerance for prosecuting and convicting police officers. But the Kinbotter trial is an anomaly, the likes of which are not likely to be seen again, probably even in the next decade. And that's because the facts are just so unusual. Normally, you're talking about whether or not in the law of self-defense that an officer had the right to use excessive force, usually the firearm. In this case,